Wait, I'll be right back.
I forgot. We have to light the beacons. Light the beacons of Minas Tirith. Put it back by Santa Claus. Welcome back to another edition of The Way of the Daniel. Bringing in the mist and the mystical for the speaking. That'll be actually pretty cool if we start doing that shit. I might begin to implement that more as these speeches evolve. It is March 11th, 2024. The time is 7:17 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And your astrological weather for today is currently Sun, Pisces, 21 degrees, Moon, 15 degrees, Aries. And the new thing is Venus just moved into Pisces at 0 degrees. Finally, we are getting shit out of Aquarius. Obviously, Pluto's going to be there a while. But I heard that it retrogrades back into Capricorn again later on this year. Mars is still there in Aquarius, but it's at 21 degrees and will not be there for much longer. Usually, Venus in Pisces is pretty awesome. I guess we'll see. We'll find out. Biggest thing is that we are in a new moon, the very beginnings of a new moon. And what that means for yours truly, is that there's not a lot to fucking do. It feels like this very much lull period. A very big lull period. Well, there's two scenarios. Sometimes the new moon will fuck us up. Or generally, most times, we'll say 7 out of 10. It's a big old lull. 3 out of 10 fucks us up. But the 7 out of 10 is like the last cycle closed. You got rid of whatever you needed to get rid of or finish or whatever. And now it's a starting period for building momentum and setting intention. Can be much I've seen, or at least for my experiences of it, have, or scoot over a little here more, get center camera, have been very much like, don't feel like doing much of anything, but do lots of dreaming. But here's the fucking thing. I'm sorry. I don't know how I am supposed to dream and set intents all fucking day for 1, 2, 3 days. I don't know. I was kind of tired today. I did lots of binging on Netflix, a new series called The Gentleman. It's pretty badass, made by Guy Ritchie, who's pretty awesome director, I think. And there's even a funny part during one of the episodes where I think he was speaking directly through a character saying, fuck all this like shit of what they want you to produce. I'm going to do my own thing. And that's really what you kind of get from Guy Ritchie is he does things in a pretty unique fashion from his he does what he likes, and it's not going to be following the routine and the rote structure, the formula for everyone's shit on how they make movies. He's not going to include the certain dynamic sex, genders, races, or whatever to create that balance you're supposed to make. He's going to make whatever fucking characters he wants and that fit the fucking story, and they're going to be awesome. So if you want a good review of it, I think I'm gonna have to check it out. But I think one of my favorite movie critics, called The Critical Drinker, I think he's done a review of it. I think he approved too. Basically, if Critical Drinker watches something that I haven't seen and says it's garbage, I'm not gonna waste my time. Like I'm happy he does it and wastes his fucking time. But that's his whole streaming YouTube shtick, is reviewing movies. So he does it. But he's a movie reviewer. That's his profession, so to speak. So I wish I knew, basically two strategies I have for new moon at the very start is trying to get in a dreamy sense, start to develop some intentions, do lots of listening, because sometimes you may not have to just pick from scratch, like draw from a bowl or just make something up like, what should I pursue? Let's do that one because fuck it, why not? Sometimes if you listen, you can get some good instinctual leanings of a useful or beneficial or advocated, advised direction to pursue. Big caveat though, stay away from stupid shit. Stay away from your bad habits. New moon is not the time to play with those. Don't fuck around with those, because what happens is the momentum will build and you will normalize them. For example, if there's a video game, I don't want to, like, I'm tired of playing. I don't want to be stuck in. I don't want to be stuck in that thing. Don't fuck around with it. Don't fuck around. Really good one. A lot of people got issues on their phones. They got phone issues. I don't have phone issues. I mean, not terribly, not drastic like other people. I can get stuck on it sometimes. I can get locked into information consumerism. Information consumerism, that's a big one that everyone fucking deals with. It hits me, but mine's on a scale far minimal, I imagine, to other people, but we live different lives. I have some traits that are sort of ADHD or something of that, so they hit me worse. So a smaller amount for me will fuck me up, where other people just gobs and gobs of consume information, and it's just fucking stupid. It's stupid. Should be embarrassing, but people don't seem to care. That they're just consuming information again. But the thing I was going to say is that, like, everyone knows or should know or learn it or hear it right here and now if you've never heard it. But like, when you first wake up in the morning, don't just open your phone and start going through it. It's a bad fucking way to start off your day, because every day is like, when you first wake up, Ooh, every day when you first wake up is like a new moon where there's nothing going on because you're warming up the energies, warming up your mind, coming out of the grogginess, the sleepiness. That's actually a pretty good analogy, I would say. Every fucking day is the start of it, unless you wake up like boom, ready to go, can be very much like new moon cycle, lunar cycle, daily cycle. Fascinating, those so fascinating cycles within cycles, the days and the moons. Fucking don't say moonth. Don't say moonth. Don't say moonth. just don't do it. Don't spell magic with a K. Don't spell magic with a K. Don't say moonth. I just don't, man. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, but no disrespect meant for the OGs who spell it with a K. There's a lot of people that get into the field of magic and they write books, and you can tell they're pretty fucking smart. They spell it with a K. Fine, whatever. Spell it with a K if it makes you feel better. Might be a worthy experiment to do a page of writing, one with you're writing magic a bunch and you write it with a C, the other page you write it with a K, and see if the K creates more magical things. Magical things. K has more of a K to it though than C. C's more of a ch. Magic. Anyway, yeah, so fun story because didn't feel like doing much. I did actually do a few things, and same with this speech. Like, I only wanted to do 5 minutes just to plant the seed, just to get the ball rolling for momentum purposes, even though I didn't really fucking feel like it. I just wanted to get the ball rolling for momentum purposes. Momentum purposes. Start the ball rolling. Start the ball rolling. Plant the seed if you're a farmer. If you're a bowler, get the ball rolling. We're bowling downhill with an avalanche. Snowball, get a snowball rolling downhill bowling. Just bowl downhill. That'd be fun. Just push it, and I don't know, it'd make much different. Anyway, get the ball rolling. It would be neat, though, to find better ways of handling the new moon rather than just feeling listless. Like, literally, you can try to just lie around and dream all day, maybe. Might not work. I don't know. Might work. Or I kind of have to, I want to force myself to do certain things. But for example, when I went to the gym, I made sure to go very slow. Just go through the motions. Not only the gym, something else I did today that the whole point of it was just go through the motions. Just go through the motions. Just go through the motions. By the way, we are listening to Fantasy Music for Sleep, a playlist on Spotify. So yeah, cool story. I before doing this speech, I almost didn't do it today, but before doing it, I did the 5-minute meditation for the speech. And that always really helps with preparation for it. And I got excited actually. And so one of the things that actually got me excited about doing it was some anger things. I even said this speech is going to be about studying, but it hasn't been yet. Hasn't been yet. It hasn't been yet. Let's do this one. Really able to freely go crazy into perception here. Really able to freely go crazy into perception here. I wrote that when I went to Vegas last month, like the 18th or 19th or some shit like that. And Vegas is like it's a giant fucking playground for me. Giant fucking playground. Giant fucking playground is whoa. I never really thought of Vegas that way, but I mean, that's obvious. It's obviously a giant fucking playground for adults. A giant fucking playground for adults. I mean, that's absolutely one way to describe it. I got lots of ways. Another way is there's like so many different little worlds going on. There's just everywhere you go, there's someone's different interaction. People coming from all over the world, all these different places. All the casinos represent different pieces of the world. There's just so many fucking worlds there. But yeah, it's like a big kids fucking playground. Wild. And I go there to play with my weird shit, my weird ideas, my practices, my weird ideas. Uh, uh. So anger, I got angry at the gym because I'm still here in fucking Wyoming and I don't want to be. That's getting angry. This time, though, I don't want to get angry to the point that causes restlessness. I don't want to cause any restlessness or stir up any friction within myself that has no place to go. And obviously, we got Moon in Aries and Mercury just entered Aries. So little bits of fire there. Not a lot of fire. North Node's in Aries. And Venus just entered Pisces. So not a whole lot of fire. But the other anger issue I had a little bit, I think, while I was meditating. I don't remember. There was a second point of anger that came up, and I don't remember specifically. So caveat here. This is day 2 of quitting the ciggies once again because I got back into them when I was in Vegas, and then I brought that habit mode back with me to Wyoming, continued on, even though I know it is definitely more unhelpful and unhealthy for my life than it is helpful or healthy. I'm not going to go into the positive, negative aspects of it, but the negatives definitely seem to outweigh the positives. So yesterday, obviously, and today, I reminded myself that, yeah, hey man, like we're also dealing with the nicotine withdrawals. So tread, tread reasonably smart with that. With everything going on, just know you got that too. So don't be too hard on yourself if shit isn't working the way you want it to work. Don't be too hard on yourself if you're wigging out and just need to do whatever you need to do to not wig out. If you need to binge on Netflix show just to survive the time, then do it. Then do it. If you need to do something to survive the time, then do it. Also, I fucking Saturday, I went out with a friend. We partied pretty hard. This was the dark moon before the exact new moon. Went to celebrate Mercury's ingress into Aries in the upcoming new moon. The moon was already in Pisces. So we're like, let's fucking drink. So Sunday, I was probably in a kind of a hungover stage 2. And so today was a little bit better. So maybe tomorrow will be even better. Oh, but here's the thing that pisses me off, right? Is yeah, I'll do things like maybe go drink when I know I probably shouldn't, or smoke when I shouldn't, or just stupid shit that is not going to you generally concede the knowledge that it's not going to bring you anything good. It's not going to do anything good for you in the long run or over time. But the flip side to that is like half the times I'm just like, I don't give a shit. Like, cause nothing fucking works. So who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? So there's a little bit of that anger. It's just a touch. So we go back and forth. You can call that self-destructionism, I guess. I wouldn't. It's something else going on. You could maybe call it escapism. Because they would say, oh, if you're having something you can't deal with and you go back to those things. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I do know little bits of anger. And actually, these two bits of anger, both the sick of fucking being stuck here, even though, thank God, I'm not feeling as crazy cooped up as I was before I went to Vegas. Vegas really helped give me some inspiration. And the spring weather obviously I think helps too. But these two anger aspects feel kind of good in the sense of like you agree within yourself the intolerance of it. You agree within yourself the intolerance of it. That you're like, hey, this fucking sucks and it's intolerable. And there's so many people. You start talking about something that blows, and they're like, well, they'll like start making excuses or softening it, making excuses, softening it. Usually, for example, if it's like you're saying like someone's fucked up or they're a shitty person, they'll be like, well, you don't know what they've been through. And it's like, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Yeah, it sucks. People go through shit, but don't be a shitty person to others because you've gone through shit. I don't give a fuck. I actually just watched the movie Noah again yesterday, and that's almost like the line of excuses Kane was using. He had he had so many gripes about the creator that justified him being a shit. Anyway, so like, why do people go around justifying others' shittiness? And I still don't know. I still don't know the difference quite between complaining about something versus getting angry about something and saying it sucks, because that sounds like it's complaining right there. But I have heard that complaints do not serve you very good at all. That complaints do not serve you very good at all. But maybe that's different than the angriness. Maybe it's different than angry at obstacles or hurdles or things that situations that seem insurmountable and repeatable, and you get fucking sick of an advocacy or mentality to just try again, to just go again. Wow, we're at 26 and a half minutes. Here's a good one. Chill out and relax a while after appreciating the efforts. So let's okay, we were exploring a little bit of anger. Now let's not stay there. Let's not stay there. Quote from this Netflix series I was liking: Freddie, just chill out, man. Freddie, just chill out, man. Stage 1, this new moon. Stage 1, form a picture. You could get probably a good bang for your buck forming lots of pictures in your mind. Or this is the part you can look up pictures and see whatever ones draw you to you. Chill out and relax a while after appreciating the efforts. Form a picture. No, Freddie, just chill out, man. So, looking through some study notes, seeing if there's any we can share here as we begin to close down the speech and chill out. As we begin to close down the speech and chill out and chill out. Free your mind, free your mind, free your mind, free your mind. Good question to ask yourself would be how? One thing I like to do is to let the imagination go wild. And even when I'm planning things to do in my day, to plan, brainstorm even outrageous things that you might think you'd never do, but just it's a practice. It's a practice in the mind of freeing your mind, expanding it. Because be curious. How do we free our mind? How do we free our mind? Well, one great step to start, that would be a great place to start for lots of fucking people, is stay off the stupid shit. Stay off the stupid shit. Stay off the stupid shit. All this consuming internet information, videos, whatever, social media, all the garbage. Obviously go to things that you really like, or because it's not all bad, but if you're just constantly consuming shit, that's not good. It's not good. That's not going to free your mind. That is not going to free your mind. This might, but not a lot of that shit. A lot of that shit's just gonna it's gonna be like it's gonna fill your mind full of just like and then you got no free in your mind. If you get better at planning things to be awesome, then later you will be planning from an awesome place. I like this. This was a good one. If you get better at planning things to be awesome, then later you will be planning from an awesome place. Yeah. So it's a good one. Um yeah. Brainstorming big must be an exercise in freeing your mind, especially if it feels your mind stuck in a place with shitty feeling boring as fuck ideas. A lot of times in that situation, it's not necessarily, if your mind feels stuck in a place with shitty feeling boring as fuck ideas, it's not necessarily, brainstorm bigger. Sometimes it's like, let's get rid of everything. Clear out, close the mind, clear out and close the mind. Maybe you can dual wield, clear out, close the mind, go big. Anyway, we went beyond 5 minutes. We're at 32 minutes now. We put out a lot of information. We did not practice as well our presentation style for the speech. I think a lot of it was information based, but we are going to close it now. Appreciate calm and chill. This has been another episode of The Way of the Daniel, coming at you from the west side. May you live long and prosper. May the force be with you, and may the odds be ever in your favor.